beautiful music. Welcome to my show. If you were expecting KimDotcom to be here in person, I'm sorry, he's not. Maybe someday I'll get him on the show. But today we're going to talk about his reaction and what he thinks about Bitcoin Cash, because he definitely has opinions on Bitcoin Cash, I'll tell you that, especially on Twitter. Yeah, there's lots of opinions in that guy. And so, well, first off, look at this, will you? Right now there's Bitcoin Cash on the left, BTC on the right. Clickbait, you got it. You're dang right. See, if he was on the show, it'd be KimDotcom is a Bcasher with KimDotcom. Okay, so next time you'll find him. He'll be there if it says with KimDotcom. That's how you know it's a guest. So I never said he was coming on the show. Never said he's going to join me. Anyways, right now we're doing 1.8 transactions per second on Bitcoin Cash, and BTC is doing 3.4. Something that usually goes to 4 or 5. Their blocks are full. I don't know why that varies so much. You'd think it'd be like consistent because they're limited, right? But BCH, I've seen that 2.5. So it's doing numbers out here. For sure. And of course the price is up here. We're doing all right. I am going to turn that off for now. My last show was all about the price. So if you really care that much about the Bitcoin Cash price, I'll tell you why it's important in my last episode. I told you why it's important. All right. So bye. So yeah, let's just get into it, shall we? And so this is KimDotcom. If you don't know who he is, he started the site Mega Upload, and Mega, it's not just Mega now, and it's basically like a Google Drive where you can share files with each other. It was basically like a hotbed for torrents, but how it worked is it was end-to-end encrypted. So like, for example, KimDotcom could never like see what people were transferring, but you know, a lot of it was piracy. I mean, he even goes to admit that probably 50% of what ISPs have traffic-wise is piracy. But anyways, this is the guy. He is
They used the NSA and Prism.
So anyways, he obviously got in trouble with this, and so he kind of details it a little bit here.
Piracy was just a file locker online, but the governments are coming after you.
It's interesting how times have changed, right? How important copyright is today. The fact that they used the NSA and Prism to spy on me. The massive raid that happened here, you know, with 2 helicopters, 72 people on the ground with machine guns, with attack dogs. This is a power play. These are people who are high up in the executive who said, we are going to use every weapon in our arsenal to destroy this guy. You go to any ISP like Verizon or Comcast and you ask them, you know, honestly, how much of your traffic do you think is piracy? And they will tell you to your face, you know, up to 50%.
Let's go check out the grounds.
But anyway, this guy's just straight up rich as hell. I think it said his net worth was estimated to be like 200 million. I don't know. I didn't actually look. KimDotcom net worth. A lot, right? A lot. And okay, KimDotcom is actually his legal name. 10 million. I don't believe that with that house at all. I don't believe it's 10 million at all. I don't know. 200 million it says right here. So I believe that one. Anyways, so he's a baller. I do suggest checking this out. It was a documentary Vice did on him in 2014. Let's go around his house. Tim Pool is the interviewer if you didn't recognize him. But yeah, anyways, like he's obviously not a big fan of the government because they're coming after him, and he's a big person on privacy and all this. And he even said at one point, like during that raid, I'll just say it's crazy.
You know, see what they come up with.
Sure. No.
My place and seized my cars. They closed my bank accounts and all of that. They also sent a SWAT team to my mother in Germany and took her car. They blocked off the road to her house, and then some man with, you know, MP5s knocked at her door and said, we're here to pick up your car, and, you know, gave her a document with a list of items, and then they took them. I don't think anyone reported that. I think this is the first.
So anyways, that's crazy. What link did you just... This is... Oh, you're lucky it didn't work. Anyways, so yeah, they just like raided all of his stuff, took a bunch of his stuff, but they haven't actually like extradited him to the US or anything yet, so he's safe for now in his giant compound. So when the heck did he get into Bitcoin, you may ask? Well, his first article or tweet was February 27, 2015. His mega upload site started accepting Bitcoin. This one is in March 2015. And I think the funniest one is, I honestly have so many tabs up right now, so I'm going to be going through a lot. They're all KimDotcom tweets. But anyways, in 2012, he said, the world needs better online payment alternatives to US-based credit card and PayPal. Send me your suggestions and ideas. And in July 11, 2012, Roger's like, yo, Kim.com, Bitcoin is exactly the payments you have been looking for. It's 100% beyond the control of any government. Send funds worldwide. So there you go. Bitcoin Jesus probably got Kim.com into Bitcoin. What's new, right? Who hasn't got into Bitcoin? So I was the first one to like that. Pretty cool. Pretty awesome. Pretty cool. And so anyways, here's a more recent interview with him from 2 days ago. Jamie Redmond scored an interview with him. What a lucky feller. And basically, he's just super bullish on cryptocurrencies in general. Alone in 2020, over 30% of all the US dollars in existence have been created during the year. Like, just think of that stat before. 30% of all. Recently, he showed at airlines before the pandemic hit. What a baller. In the US alone, in 2020, over 30% of all US dollars in existence have been created during the year. That's insane. And there was a question about the Tether situation. One time I got scared about Tether and I like sold everything, and then Bitcoin just kept going up. So what do I think about it? They probably aren't solvent. Will it crash the market if they come out as not solvent? I don't know. It's just, we just kind of have to deal with it. It's here around. Fun fact: Kim contacted Gabriel Cardone 2 years ago when he and I were launching SLP tokens. He decided at that point SLP was too new and went with Liquid instead. This pivot to BCH must be because that first attempt didn't work. Huh. Interesting. Thanks for sharing that, Chris. That's, yeah, I'm just going to talk about Liquid a little bit in here. Interesting. Because SLP was so new. It's so simple, though. It's just so simple. And so here's his site. Yeah, we'll look at his site first. And so it's a content monetization system. And basically, there's this long old white paper, 45 pages. And basically, people like offer their services up for sale, like say a music file, and then you send a micropayment and then you get it. And then it's all encrypted and it's using crypto. And so basically this could be a really cool thing if implemented and marketed properly, which it seems like K.im, which is what the site's going to be called, K.im, pretty good URL. It seems like it could have the resources behind it to do this. So it's super exciting. And so this is their total roadmap so far. They raised a bunch in 2016, about $1 million, and then they launched a demo. Haven't seen any of that. Encryption, payment channels. Quarter 1, 2018 was Bitcoin integration. 2019 was Lightning integration. And so 2 years ago, SLP. SLP is probably about 2019, yeah. And then Liquid Network was quarter 1, 2020, so about a year ago. And then Bitcoin Cash integration is coming in the second quarter of this year. And so this white paper doesn't actually talk about Bitcoin Cash at all, except for that specific part. It does talk about Lightning and Liquid, though. And so you'll see here, it says users will be able to utilize cryptos that are on the Bitcoin mainnet and Liquid to make payments via Kim payment. And so it says like what a Lightning payment channel will look like. You go through the Lightning channel on Kim and you can get to the rest of the Lightning network. Super cool, you know. And then about the Liquid Bitcoin sidechain, transfer. And yeah, I mean, it basically just says that he's going to use it. I don't think it's like super thought out. And I like Collin. He's a nice guy. Thanks, Bitcoin SV channel. Kim.com don't like the vibes over there. So yeah, I mean, as far as Kim.com, it's going well. If you're a music artist and you created an MP3 file, you can embed that into a K.im file shop, and then the file becomes the shop. You can unlock the content inside the file with a crypto payment, and that's a new way for people to basically transact. They can also have a section in the file shop for commissions, so they can have a sales force all over the internet. So I think that's a really cool. That's something I think that crypto can actually bring something unique to the table. I mean, micropayments could be done with credit cards online. I mean, like $1 here, $1 there. I mean, like microtransactions on app stores do that. But like if you're getting like a tiny percent of commissions, for example, for like selling this dude's music, and you're getting like a couple cents, you can't do that with credit cards. And then, so that I think is like one of the coolest things I read, is that you could basically said you could have a sales force all over the internet. So I thought that was really cool. Have I ever used Lightning? Yeah, I tried to do it during a demo once, like in person, but the wallet I was using at the time, needed 3 confirmations, and so it was like an hour-long presentation. And I think it was 3 confs, might have been 6. But anyways, I tried to like open a channel at the beginning of my presentation, and by the end of the presentation, my channel wasn't open. So, but yes, I have used it here and there, and it's okay. But like, is it reliable as Bitcoin? No. Is it reliable as Bitcoin? No. Lost 100K Satoshis here on the Eclair Lightning Network. Yeah, I mean, reckless, right? Thanks, David. Last night's was free fire picks on Twitter. Yeah, I did see that. Maybe we will check that out. We'll check it out at the end. Here, I think I retweeted it, so we'll check it out at the end. And so yeah, buy Bitcoin while cheap. Trust me, August 4th, 2016. And so now we fast forward. What is Bitcoin Cash? It's a good thing, he says. All right. Show over. I'm just kidding. Look at all these tabs we got to go through. Woo! And they're all short tweets like this. So, anyways, he comes up with these tweets. Again, this is like a legendary tweet right here. I mean, it doesn't get much cooler than that. We'll keep that one open. And so, I'm a friend of Roger, and he's an investor in K.IM. We share the vision of bringing crypto to the masses. Financial freedom for the people and businesses. My family, friends, and partners will benefit from the rise of Bitcoin Cash. So can you join us? So this was his first tweet about Bitcoin Cash. How much RAM do I have? 64 gigs, bro. And so, and then of course, like the meme on Twitter right now is like, if you're an altcoiner / shitcoiner, one person will type H and the next person will do A, V, and they do have fun staying poor. Like that's the thing, right? So this guy said H and I said, have a good day. I think that's the best response to when somebody H's you. So anyways, and then of course, this is going to get a lot of criticisms, right? And Brian, I thank you for advice. I'm aware of all the criticisms against Bitcoin Cash from Roger Ver. I understand what motivates most of them, and I'm immune to tribal manipulation. I've navigated the fog, and I'm pleased with what I have found on the other side. 64 gigabytes. You smoke weed. What is going on right now? Sometimes. And this was a more recent one. He needs God mode coders. Send link via DM. You'll be rich. No big care. And I was gonna like make fun of this because you know blue hair Matt, the guy that used to work at Blockstream, but now is just I'm not sure what he does. A Bitcoin core developer. I was gonna say he can't apply. You handsome man. I want boom boom you tonight. Thank you. He says blue. Okay, perfect. So blue hair is okay. So blue Matt, you can apply for this. And so he says he's officially joining the effort to make Bitcoin Cash the leading electronic cash solution in the world. I will help to accelerate the use of BCH with real-world and online vendors to increase the user base. I know how to do this, trust me. So that's like amazing when you see this. And somebody did complain like, "Oh, why are you hiding all the Bitcoin Cash criticisms?" Like, look at all this shit. BCH is a shitcoin, unfollowed. John McAfee II. Like, anyways. So, and then say Roger Ver and the miners orchestrated an attack in 2017. It wasn't an attack. It was to defend the vision of Satoshi. Hoo-hoo, gotcha, BSVers. Bitcoin maxis are a dying breed. They're definitely there. I see less of them because most of them have me blocked. But they're definitely still there and have large followings on Twitter. That is for sure. So he says, of course, then KimDotcom like sees most of these criticisms. Obviously, he's definitely active on Twitter. He says competition is great for crypto because it creates an innovation drive between competing developer teams. Those who preach Bitcoin maximalism don't do Bitcoin a favor. Those who support crypto diversity will boost innovation and achieve better tech for all. Bitcoin Cash. So, you know, he's going to support Bitcoin. Like he says he's going to use whatever works. We'll see a tweet like that. He's going to use whatever works. And so if Liquid Network don't work, he's not going to use it. If Lightning doesn't work reliably, he's not going to use it. And so he in a lot of his tweets, he's saying, yo, chill with the tribal stuff. Like just use what works, just build. And I think Twitter's the worst place to post. Twitter is just full of that tribal stuff. It's and then people are always like, oh, they mislead with calling it Bitcoin Core. And so anyway, he preaches like stop fighting, just use what works. And apparently Jack Mallers has this cool thing in Strike where you can you put money in via your bank account and then it automatically funds your Lightning channel. So like you just skip the Bitcoin blockchain completely because why use it if it sucks? Just use Lightning. And so BCH already does that and has a vendor network and point of sale integration partners. But Jack did make a nice video. Are Maxies afraid of Filipino when crypto gets mass adopted, which is why they ripped on Kim for supporting Bcash? Possibly, because like, again, something like this could only work, like micropayments can't work on BTC blockchain, but it can work on their side chains. And so, but Bitcoin Cash I can like basically say that with fact, it will work more reliably and securely than those side chains. Securely, Bitcoin Cash via BTC blockchain. Yeah, obviously the BTC blockchain is more secure, but as far as like, is it going to work reliably? That's what it's about, right? It's got to work. It's just got to work. And so here he comes again. How did the cryptoverse get so toxic? It doesn't matter which crypto leads in the future. What matters is that the idea of crypto finds mass acceptance so that all of humanity can benefit. The crypto community should work together on that common goal. Respect each other. See more and more open-minded people in crypto. And so, yeah, like, I think this is a huge thing. And it's so funny because how did the cryptoverse get so toxic? And then you open up the hidden replies. Scammer, fuck you, scammer. Pump and dump scam. It's so ridiculous. Roger with this thing. The Bitcoin Cash is trash. It's just funny. It's funny how that shit works, right? Why is it so toxic? Oh, fuck you, scammer. Okay, and then he says, this was the reply. Any coin other than BCH, you wouldn't have this backlash. You're literally going against anyone into Bitcoin. It says BTC and BCH share the same DNA. KimDotcom, are you verified? You got a little check mark there? Awesome, bro. Binge watch his videos. I should do that, I guess. To say that one is trash because it has larger blocks makes no sense. Not attacking. There's no way on earth you chose BCH out of nowhere, because if you've been in crypto, you would know better. You make no sense. Bitcoin and Lightning are already implemented. If you take a look into our roadmap, Bitcoin Cash is an additional choice, but I already know that vendors as well as users will prefer BCH because of what it does. So they do have Lightning integrated. So stop crying, everybody. It's funny, like, maybe it's just because like Bitcoin Cash is smaller, but if like Lightning's implemented or something, Bitcoin Cash can be like, hey, like cool, I guess. But if it'll be more of like an indifference, like they'll maybe point out some problems, but if Bitcoin Cash is integrated into something that has Lightning in it already, they just like throw obscenities out. And so you don't get it. There can only be one. Let there be 1,000 cryptocurrencies and let users and vendors decide which one works for them. Well said, my friend. Say a spam filter with his hidden replies. So here you go. But he also said, push for payments on Lightning Network instead. It is much lower fees in payments and programmable. And he says, we tried it. It's not ready yet. So it's implemented. Tried it. Oh, send it to me on Telegram. Or even we'll watch it. It's a lit music video. And you know, the whole Roger thing with fireworks, he got like, you know, because you know, he's in the US and you got like, oh, fireworks, you can't sell fireworks on eBay. I'm gonna make an example out of you. And then KimDotcom actually gifted $500,000 of fireworks for a show. So
you've got RJ Pierce here at Radio KSFM. Here we are in Auckland, New Zealand, sliding out of 2010 and into what is going to be 2011. As I look at...
Oh yeah, fireworks song with fireworks. So yeah, he likes fireworks too. Lightning Network would be good for maybe streaming payments and extra small micropayments because there already won't be an issue. Yeah, like, I think payment channels are like cool for like stuff like that. But like a network of them is kind of unnecessary, right? Because the routing is already getting the problem with the Lightning Network. The payment channels are like, have been a thing since forever, but just a network of them. All right, anyways. Brighter than the moon. Says, I'm aware of all the criticisms because Bitcoin Cash and Roger Ver. By the way, the title, Bcasher, just fucking own it, dude. Just call yourself a Bcasher. Oh yeah, I use Bcash. Like, just fucking own it. Like, oh, what's that? Oh, Bitcoin Cash. It's, you know, Bitcoin, but it's useful. Then just call yourself a Bcasher. Come on, don't get sensitive about it. And if anybody also asks Roger Ver, if they ask like, oh, Roger Ver got mad because somebody's calling Bcasher, no, he got mad because that person repeatedly accused him of hiring sock puppets. Not because of him saying Bcash. So there you go. He's immune to tribal manipulation. I think we already read that one. Because it works, I will do my best to bring hundreds of millions of users to Bitcoin Cash. That's a whole lot. And so Roger actually, he's an investor in KimDotcom, and he sent Kim $1,000 in BCH via text message, and then he sent 500 to a friend via text message via the shareable link. And I thought this was funny. He says, "Tell MicroStrategy buy BCH, okay?" He says, "Happy to have a call with Michael Saylor and explain to him why I made this decision. I'm already speaking with a number of big players about Bitcoin Cash. You know what that means, baby. You know what that means. You know what that means. Whoa." Yeah. Embrace Bcash and wear pride. I mean, like, the thing with, like, saying Bcash is, like, if you're talking to somebody new, you probably should call it Bitcoin Cash. I mean, it's just the proper way, but, like say, yeah, I have Bitcoin Cash, and then, like, maybe just be like, oh, yeah, it's Bcash, yeah, you know, whatever. Like, just be cool about it. Just be cool about it. Levers and hoes. Bro, Telegram messaged me the music video. So, yeah, big players. Who's the big players, huh? Hello, Rodriguez. Thanks for the quarter. And so, yeah, he says he references transactionstreet.com. And so, like, honestly, this number, I seen it at 0.4 like yesterday. Now it's up to 2. So I don't know how much is, like, legit transaction economic activity. But again, it's up there. And, like, it's doing more than half of what BTC is. So, and guess what? Always low fees. So they can F off. He thinks that Jack will add Bitcoin Cash to Square, to Cash App. Sorry. Bitcoin Cash on Cash App. There's a tongue twister. Jack, add Bitcoin Cash to Cash App so I can make some cash. And so he says, why would you, oh my God, Bcash or than XRP? You're smarter than that. I read the SEC case against Ripple XRP. I think Bitcoin Cash is a safer bet. Get wrecked, bro. Get wrecked. And this is probably my favorite reply that he did. Did you look at BSV? And he says, I didn't like the vibe. Didn't like the vibe. And he said that because I find it quick. So Kevin says, this violates N-chain patents, bro. Yeah, what says? Can you please DM me a link to the patent you're referring to? I would like to have our team look at it. Thank you. And then BSV says, links to Craig. Tell him to look at his emails as well. The things I discussed with him had already been filed. Says, we had a look at the N-chain patents from Google and Google N-chain patents on Google Patents. We have found none that are relevant to our technology. And we haven't received an email from CSW informing us about any relevant N-chain patent. If there's a relevant patent, please DM me the link. My DM's open, thanks. Nobody likes that BSV vibe. Nah, that bad vibe, bro. Why don't you like BSV? Nah, I don't like the vibe. I think, honestly, that's like the best response. Don't like the vibe. Nah, man. Bad vibes, bro. Bad vibes. Bad vibes. Bad vibes on BSV. Don't like the vibe. Bitcoin is a great store of value. Digital gold, Bitcoin Cash is great for online payments. Digital cash, I like both. And my response to that, Mr.com, is here it is. Making BCH digital gold is easy. It just requires people to hold it, right? Right? People only think Bitcoin is digital gold because it's not going to crash. It's going to always go up. And guess what? Any asset in the world can do that. Literally anything, as long as there's a limited supply and people always want it. If people don't want it anymore, then it's not digital gold. So, like, digital gold is this fleeting thing, right? And so making BTC digital cash is hard. It requires systemic changes to the coin, you know, like a larger block size. Bitcoin Cash can do both. So that's my response to that. Kim's gone against the US DOJ. Calvin fake Toshi, don't face him. Yeah, is he like, yeah, no, not at all. Not at all. Don't face him at all. I told you Bitcoin is great from the beginning. Did you get in or did you wait too long? Now I'm telling you, get involved Bitcoin Cash too. It's the biggest upside potential and is currently undervalued. So he keeps like, he always talks about how undervalued Bitcoin Cash is and all these, and it's like, it's funny because he's like, it's only $500. It's like, it's so cheap, just buy. And I think there was some, he had some price prediction at $3,000 or something. You know, I don't do prices around here, but Jesus Christ, that's like a 5 times. No, from 600, it's a 5 times. Yeah, that'd be pretty nice. But even then, even at $3,000, it would still only be 10% of BTC. That's nothing. Come on. So KDI launching K4. We expect to have more users than Mega Upload and Mega ever had combined. Pretty crazy. Oh, I gotta go into my incognito mode. So sorry about your eyes. We're coming out of dark mode here. Oh yeah, we need to find. So ToneBase and KimDotcom do have a little history. So we're just gonna look at that right now. We're just here for peer-to-peer electronic cash. Money doesn't matter to us. You're damn right. You're damn right. So I need to find the specific clip. I think it's towards the end here.
Poker game with Bitcoin maximalist investor ToneBase. He said,
I'm looking at the reality of crypto today, all this fighting, real innovation not being recognized because of this fighting, because of the toxicity. I want to make sure that we look at innovation again. You know, that we look at what are the best ideas. In order to be a very successful cryptocurrency, you need to provide fast and cheap transactions. There's no way around that. I mean, it's nice to be a store of value, but if you really want to succeed in this game, you need to be the electronic cash.
now complicating matters.
So like the funniest thing I think about this whole him talking is just like watching ToneBase this whole time. Just watch him.
At the reality of crypto today, all this fighting.
Oh, he's talking about fighting, innovation. Innovation. My phone's plugged in.
Because of the toxicity. I want to make sure
maybe it's not. Let me fidget a little bit more.
You know, that we look at what are the best ideas. In order to be a very successful cryptocurrency, you need to provide fast
just gonna ignore him.
And cheap transactions.
Why is nobody signing up for my paid trading group?
I mean, it's
What's
nice
going on
to
with
be a
that?
store of value.
Oh, store of
But if
value?
you really want to succeed in this game, you need to be the electronic cash.
Anyways, I thought that was funny. So, anyways, that was an interaction. They did some poker game, and so this is December 17th. Bitcoin, great for asset storage. Bitcoin Cash, great for payments. Bitcoin Cash at 300 today, which was a month ago. I expect 3,000 next year. More and more vendors accept crypto. Vendors want low fees and fast transactions. I'm bullish on Bitcoin Cash. I'll retweet this in a year, maybe earlier. As a friend, Tone says, please don't do this. There's already a graveyard for the reputation project. It's just the wrong path for their fintech needs. Lightning, or Bitcoin plus Lightning plus Liquid solves your banking payment funding problems. Because, Tone knows all about KimDotcom's business and what he needs to do. So he's the best advisor for this. Store value and a joke. Rick has covered this. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure I've seen that. Hey, Tone, you're a good friend, and I value your opinion. My opinion is that crypto use is on the rise, and Bcasher is in a good position to accumulate market share. For me, it's simple. The more users you have, the more value you have. As you know, I'm not tribal. I see the opportunity. But you just answer your own questions. The more users you have, BCH has no users, only promoters. Hey, dickwad, I'm both, huh? Promote and use it. You can find a map of vendors accepting Bitcoin. Ooh, I want to do something fun. I want to do, speaking of promoting, I want to do the shareable link right now. But I'm going to put the QR code on screen. I think I need to do an edge. So get your QR codes ready. It's coming in. All right, I'm doing $5. Get your QR codes ready. It's coming in hot. I want to see how fast this goes. See how fast this goes. Here we go. It's going to be a QR code. Who's going to get the 5 buckaroos? The 5 Bcash, not 5 Bcashes, $5 USD with Bcash. Ready? Go. It's all on the YouTube delay. Everybody's like, I should have claimed it first. This goes away when somebody claims it, right? No? If nobody claims this right now, I'm gonna be very angry. Alright. I'm gonna try and claim it myself now. You guys took too long. If nobody claimed this yet, receiving funds from link. All right, somebody got it already. It just didn't disappear. I thought it was gonna disappear. Good job, everybody. Good job. We did it. Anyways, you can find vendors. As you know, only a small minority of internet users even use crypto today. That will change soon. All right, so we have a KimDotcom music video. It worked. Somebody got it. They did not reckon. Somebody got it, guys.
Let me introduce you to the good life. Let me introduce
Nice.
you to
Congratulations, gal. On the $5.
the good life. Let me introduce you to the good life.
Yeah, this is literally just shot at his house. It's like YouTube music videos, you like rent everything. He's just like, oh fuck it, I already have all these cars. How did a fake ex-banker get such a platform? There's a lot of them. Can I YouTube links here to Rick's vid? Links ain't gonna work. You can throw my Telegram chat.
Sleep all day, party all night. Have what you want whenever you like. Sleep all day, party all night. Have what you want whenever you like.
When BCH reach happens, did you think it was gonna happen? I had no idea what was gonna happen. I remember just like watching it. I had no idea. I thought it was gonna, like, I kind of expected the hash rate death spiral to happen on BTC, but yeah, obviously that didn't happen. Wait. I would like to just see this again. Did his pool turn into a helipad? Is that what just happened right there? Sick.
So insane.
Let me introduce you to the
He needs to make a sequel to Low Index's Bitcoin Cash. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's have some fun.
Let me introduce you to the sleep all day, party all night.
What else we got? He owns $795 worth of Bitcoin Cash that were given by Roger. So they started at $500 and now it's $795. BCH and BTC will only narrow. Honestly, if BTC keeps going up, it's gonna, the ratio is gonna bleed out. Like every alt's gonna bleed out. But I do expect it eventually. I don't think it'll ever go below 1%, to be honest with you. Like that's super effing low. So I think it will narrow eventually. When, I have no idea. Maybe when K.IM comes out. Coin fair value. Yeah, that just brings a bunch of stuff. So yeah, if you're a coder, by the way, Definitely go like DM KimDotcom and give you a job. Can bring Bitcoin Cash to the masses. Get funding for your project idea. There's something in my waifus. Does anybody get their waifus? Everybody get their waifus? If you haven't got your waifus yet, what's wrong with you? You put in your simple ledger. You think we will win? Eventually, like, I mean, I say this every show pretty much. I think BTC adoption comes from the top down. The powers that be. If anything, BTC is like controlled opposition, right? Like they can't scale for the world, and the way they scale is going to be a way for financial institutions to monitor the activity, right? Lightning Network, I mean, you could say it's somewhat private, but like it's still going to centralize around hubs, and that's an attack vector right there. And so BTC comes from the top down, the adoption. Bitcoin Cash is coming from the bottom up for millions of users. And this is what you see with things like K.IM, is that these millions of users are using Bitcoin Cash every day. And that's what the heck you want, right? So let me show you my waifu. Is it waifu or waifu? Waifu. This is one of my waifus. She's not my favorite one, but she's a waifu. Her name is Moika Moto. So it's gonna come from the bottom up. It's gonna come from the bottom. $150 transaction fees again. Jack tweeted how he likes that BTC cannot be taken over, but Palanca Chain and Chain Code hires the core devs. I think that development is kind of decentralized and a little bit more than what it was in, say, like 2015 when the shit was really hitting the fan. Details on new business. I kind of went over that a little bit in the beginning. Nothing too much more details, just a content monetization platform. So will there be a lot of confusion in the market if BCH takes BTC? Yeah, it's gonna be absolutely insane. I look forward to that day. $50 transaction fees again. You know what's funny is that the transaction fees are really like on Ethereum right now. I mean, yeah, a median fee on Bitcoin BTC is $8 right now, which is not good in any situation. Ethereum is $7. I've seen that go as high as $30, $40. So, and if you want to look at the market cap, BTC 1, ETH 2, Tether 3, XRP centralized garbage 4, Polkadot. What the hell is a Polkadot? Recently got number 5. Litecoin is a carbon copy of BTC. Cardano is programmable something, and Bitcoin Cash is number 8. These two are very close, actually. Not very much anymore. Anyways, that's what it's at right now. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here on YouTube. Come hang out with me on Twitch. I'm gonna do the same exact thing I'm doing right now. So, ETH transaction fees on transaction. There we go. But seriously, come over to Twitch. Links in the description. I'm gonna do the same thing here. Just keep it nice and short on YouTube, so my viewers who come in later can don't see an hour-long video. You know, so go to Twitch. Link in the description. Thanks for watching. Go on Twitch.